Hey Jake, this is Frank from Max Digital, and I wanted to shoot you over this quick video with some specific things that you guys can do yourselves to help bring in more business just by better utilizing both your website and your Google business profile. So I see that you are a plumber in Atlanta, so I did a quick Google search on Plumber Atlanta, and this is the search results page that comes up. And if you're looking to grow in this area, then you're going to want to be on as many sections of this first page as possible. I do see that you guys are already in the top section here, the Google advertising section, which is great. So that should help bring in obviously some leads. You're also going to want to try to get into the map pack, which is the second section down. It consists of the 3 businesses with the strongest Google business profile. I see you have a Google business profile already set up. One thing I did notice you're definitely going to want to do is utilize this section here, this description section. This is a 750 character section that you should try to use as much of it as possible, and also try to squeeze in some local buyer intent keyword phrases, and I'll mention that in just a minute. But that will definitely help your ranking in the map pack there. You also want to continue to get customer reviews, which looks like you are, which is awesome, and then continue to add photos to this just to keep it active. And ultimately, if you can add more photos than your competitors, that will help as well. But aside from just optimizing your Google business profile, one of the other things you can do is that's really important is to make sure that your company is mentioned more times online than your competitors here are. And the way to do that is to register your business in more online directories than these guys. It's the easiest way to do it. It's easy, but it does take time. You have to go out to each of the sites and enter in your business name, address, and phone number, exactly the way you guys have it set up here in the Google business profile, so that Google sees it all as one business. So it's important to be consistent that way, so that you can then begin to outnumber these guys. That is how you get in there, as well as, like I said, keeping it active. 30 to 40% of the traffic is going to go to the businesses in this section. So, many people will just skip over this area and skip right down to the map pack. So it's important to be in that area. And then the last section down here is known as the organic listings. And a lot of people view this as an area which is really, the strength of it's based on the strength of your website, is specifically your content and your backlinks profile. And if you have a strong website, a lot of people view you as the expert in the niche. So that's one of the reasons why this section down here gets close to 30% of the traffic as well. So let's just compare. What I wanted to do is compare your content and backlinks profile to Superior Plumbing, which is the #1 ranking plumbing site in Atlanta. So just looking at your website, it looks really nice. It looks very professionally done. And you do have more content, it seems, than your competitor does, the Superior Plumbing. So that's great. You want to make sure that you are making sure that your content is rich in local buyer intent keyword phrases, which are the same phrases I mentioned before. So keyword phrases are just the phrases that you want your business to be found for online. And since you're a service provider, you're going to want your keyword phrases to be local buyer intent keyword phrases, meaning that they reference both the service you provide and the location you provide those services in. So I use this tool called Arrows to analyze different websites. So this is your website here, and I can see that you're ranking for 214 keyword phrases. And so when I click on those, I can see exactly what it is that you're ranking for. And so your highest ranking ones obviously are always going to be the one that include your name. So when somebody's Googling you directly. The second one down here is a local buyer intent keyword phrase. So you must be servicing the Cartersville, Georgia area, which is great. And you have a lot of the different ways or variations that somebody might type in that they're looking for a plumber in Cartersville, because you have it with your name here. And again, down here, plumbers, Cartersville, Georgia. So you have a lot of those. And you're ranking, in most cases, you're ranking in between 10th and 20th place. So you're going to want to, if that's the area that you're keyed in on, you're going to want to build that in to your content at a frequent amount. And same thing if you wanted to grow in Atlanta, which Atlanta is going to have. You can see here, this is your competitor website analytics, and you can see here that there's a lot of searches in Atlanta, as you would expect. Again, all the different ways somebody might type in that they were looking for a plumber in Atlanta. It's a few thousand per month. So you want to, if you're looking to grow, it's a good area to grow in, because there's a lot of searches in that area. So you want that to be part of your content, and you want it to be, you want your service and location mentioned frequently inside your content. And so if you service multiple locations, then what a lot of companies do is they have a service location page for each, a website page for each location that they service, because that allows them to build a page that specifically mentions the service and location multiple times and allows Google to match up your content to what's being searched. So that's content. It's about the number of words, and it's about the number of times that you have your local buyer intent keyword phrases populated in that content so that Google can match you up easily. But also power is given to your website by backlinks, and backlinks are just links from other websites over to your website, and they give legitimacy to your site in Google's eyes because they act as an endorsement of your site by those other sites. So you want to have more backlinks than your competitor has, and you also want them to not only be more in terms of quantity, but you also want them to be better quality backlinks. Some sites are spammy and some are more authoritative, and you want to link to the authoritative sites. So let's just look at quantity for a second. So backlinks, you have 191 from 38 unique referring domains, and your competitor has 2,000 backlinks from 178 unique referring domains. So that is why that Superior Plumbing is outranking you right now. And so the recommendation, number one recommendation, I guess, if you wanted to rank in the organic section of that Google search results page, would be to add more backlinks and to add quality backlinks. You can tell here that your competitor has quality backlinks because Google gives a DR score to every site, and the DR score is the trust score with them. And if you have a trust score or a DR score of 30 or higher, that means you're a pretty strong site, you're well trusted. So what you could do is go out to Superior Plumbing's referring domains, clicking on this, and you can see who exactly they are linked to. And you're going to see a lot of them are online directories. Some will be blog posts, but you can go out to those directories and register, or go out to those blog sites and have them pointed back at you as well. But you're going to want to do that only for the ones with the higher DR scores. And if you do that for that exercise with Superior Plumbing's referring domains, as well as your other top couple competitors, that is going to dramatically not only add to the quantity of your backlinks, but also to raise your DR score, because you'd be grabbing the best of the best. So hopefully that information is useful to you. If you wouldn't mind just letting me know if it's useful by replying to my email just with a quick comment, I would greatly appreciate that so that I can continue to add value to small businesses. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out with those. I'd love to be able to help you with those. And other than that, have a great day. I look forward to hearing from you.